Every day you deal with communication, and it's an important part of life. Learn the 4 main points of effective communication and watch as your life improves. A big part of life has to do with communication. And unless we improve our communication skills, we're going to continue to have relationship challenges. And how do you get away from relationships? They're everywhere. They're in your family, they're at work, they're in your neighborhood. And so it seems smart that we would take some time here and walk through some steps here that are going to really help you communicate better with those people around you. You know when there's miscommunication, you have extra problems. You know that when things get all messed up between you and another person, it just causes another higher level of stress in your life. So let's bring that down. Let's simplify this. Let's practice a better level of communication. So you'd think that when it comes to communication, we have to actually talk better. Actually, number 1 is we need to listen better. Before we ever respond, before we ever jump into a conversation, we listen to what the other person is talking about. And with listening, we take an opportunity to learn what it is that they're talking about. Many times what we do is we jump to conclusions. We jump to the end of the story. We assume, and then we actually make a mess of the conversation because we really were not listening. So to upgrade your level of communication, consider improving your listening skills and, number 2, learning and clarifying. When we can understand our spouse better and understand our children better about the way in which they talk and the way in which they share information, we actually can understand how to communicate to them better. So it brings us to number 3. Before we go to speak and answer them, take a moment to clarify what it is that you've heard, what it is that's going on in the conversation, to make sure you're on track. Because you and I both know as soon as one of you gets off track, the misunderstanding, the miscommunication can happen. Number 4, now it's time to share your answers, your point of view, your wisdom, your experience in that particular conversation. Now, if you're the one starting the conversation, of course you'd start with number 4. You'd share. But then you'd go right back to number 1 so that you are actually practicing better listening skills. If you could practice better listening skills, you could then learn and clarify. You could more accurately repeat back to them what it is that's happening in the conversation. And now your part of the conversation would be more dialed in. Less confusion, less misunderstanding, less problems. You know, raising children gives you an opportunity to test this every day. Being married, having a business, or working on a team, communication skills are constantly available for us to be able to improve. But make a choice today that part of improving the life you have is upgrading and improving the way in which you communicate. Here at 3 Key Elements, we care about communication because we know it's a very core source of a better life, or it's a very core source of issues. And we have a course here in Salt Lake City called Master Your Influence. And we hope to see you someday be able to attend that course. But if you can't, hey, just subscribe here to these YouTube videos and continue to receive this education from us to help you with real life situations. Today is a great day to improve your communication because your life matters.